This video is intended to provide an overview of navigating the PearsonAccessNext website used to manage PARCC testing. Today we're going to be using the training site for this video. The training site has a brown color as its default color versus the live site, which has a blue color as its default background color. You want to be very careful to be working in the training site when you're practicing things and to know that you're in the live site, the blue site, when you are setting things up for real, for actual testing. So there's some initial navigation things, and then really the key element of this video is understanding the kind of up and down and back and forth approach to navigation that's been used on the revised PearsonAccessNext website for 2015. So first of all, up here in the left side, we have these buttons. Each of these buttons, when you click on it, has a series of menu options, and those are your main navigation elements. Now, those menu options appear under the same large icon in the body of the home page with the same menu options appearing in the pull-down menu. So under the testing button, we have these four options, and under the large testing icon, there's a pull-down menu with the same four options. I tend to use these buttons up here because they appear more consistently throughout the website. Up here in the upper right corner, moving from right back to left, all the way in the right corner, you see your account. You can access your account options as well as sign out of your account. And then for district level staff members or staff members who have been assigned multiple school sites, you would be able to toggle back and forth between those sites up here in the upper right corner. Now, as a district level staff member, you don't have to go into the school site to see students or users or sessions for that school, for example. But you can, and sometimes it might be easier to navigate by going all the way down into the school site. And then over here, and this is very important, out on the internet, this has been the cause of some confusion for people when they were in the wrong test session. So right now, PBA 2015 is selected as we're getting ready for this spring's performance-based assessment. Once we complete that and head towards the end of year assessments, we'll switch this to the EOY option. For our school district, as an elementary school district not participating in any additional field tests beyond the real testing, these other options are immaterial. So really the only two options that we're worrying about are PBA and EOY for the moment. So what we're going to do right now is kind of see how this normal quote-unquote navigation structure works. To do that, I'm going to first bop into users. Now, when you first get into any of these areas, whether it's users or classes or sessions or students, you're going to see two main pull-down menus near the top of the page. There's this one on the left, which will always have some menu options. And then there's this one on the right, which I haven't entirely figured out and have never used. By default, when there's zero, whatever it is selected, users, sessions, classes, there's nothing to do here. When there are items selected, you can go ahead and work with those items right here from this pull-down menu. Again, in my workflow, I haven't used that. Down below, there's a search bar here. This is going to become very important. And then there's the body of the website where one will see the results of their actions. So let's say, for example, I wanted to create a new user. In that case, I would go down to select tasks. I would check the checkbox for create and edit users. And then though, I still have to come over here to the blue start button and click start. And now at this point, I can start to go through the steps of creating a new user, finally finishing with create. One of the things you'll notice on each page is once you're done with a task, to get back to that previous page, that higher level page, you'll have to click the exit tasks button. So I've clicked the exit tasks button in the upper right corner and I'm back on this page. Rather than create a user, this time I want to edit an existing user. So first I need to find that user. I can do it one of two ways, but both are going to involve this search portion of the page. First, let me show you how I can see all of the users in the entire school district. To the right of the search button, just like to the right of the start button above it, there is a little shortcut pull down arrow. There I can simply click show all results, and I will see all of the users listed for our school district right there. If I click it again and uncheck it, that search query will disappear and the data with it will disappear. In this case, I want to search for this test user, and there he is, Jason Klein. Now, I found the user, but when I try and click on him, there's nothing I can do. Rather, first I need to check the checkbox to the left, and now it says one selected user up here. At this point, I can manage, that's the user I'm managing, but there's still nothing to do there. Rather, I have to come back over here to the upper left pull-down menu, check the box for create and edit users. Let's say his name was wrong or his email address was incorrect. I want to fix that. And now I still have to click the start button. Then, once I've done that, I'm brought back to this create users page. So there's no information about Jason Klein right here. Rather, I have to click his username right here on the left side, and now his information will appear. I can fix his email address and add the correct school. And then all I have to do is come down to the bottom of the page, remember to click save, and I'm all set. Now again, how do I get out of here and get back to the users page I was previously on? I come up to the upper right corner and click exit tasks. So now I'm back here, and what you see is, again, in the search field, it still says Klein. This account is still highlighted, and I would have to undo those things if I wanted to do a new search. Now, at this point, we can see the same thing is true if I go under sessions, for example. So I'm now in sessions. I've clicked sessions, and the name of the area I'm in appears here. Under this menu, like before, I have some options. I can create or edit sessions. This is how I can pre-cache the test content. I got a delete sessions button. I have a delete sessions button, excuse me. And there's a nice quick link here to show the students in sessions and to show the session controls. This quick link takes you to the exact same place that students in sessions takes you to. So there's two ways to get there. As well as there's a quick link right here. So they saw people struggling with that, and they have added quick links. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a session at Tarkington Elementary School. So to make it a little easier, I'm going to drill down to Tarkington. And again, I'm going to just show all search results because I don't have that many sessions. Here you can see there is a naming convention for all of the sessions that this session here does not follow. So I want to edit that. So again, like before, rather than starting at the top, I started in the middle with the search. So you always have to start in the middle on these pages. Then you have to go down to the bottom, check the session you want, and then come back up to the top, create and edit that session, and click the blue start button. Now, like we saw with the users, it doesn't take me right into that session, unfortunately. Rather, I need to now click on the session. And at this point, I can go ahead and edit the session. And I'm not sure if I'm even following the naming convention. So there we go. Then we have to remember to come down to the bottom of the page, click save, and then remember up in the upper right corner, exit tasks. So I want to go and see all of those sessions again. I might need to fix it one more time. Start in the middle of the page with search. I'm going to show all the results. Oh, and I got it wrong. But it's still checked. It still remembers that that was the session that was checked. So I need to move this 3 in between PBA and ELA. So I want to leave that checked, come back to the top of the page, edit sessions, click the start button, and now this time it takes me right into it. It remembers that I was here. So we'll enter that there. Scroll down to the bottom. Don't forget to save it. That will be easy to forget. And then again, in the upper right corner, exit tasks. Now, if I want to double check again, start in the middle of the page, show all search results, And there it is, following the same format as the 4th grade sessions that I've listed there. I'm going to uncheck it this time. If I did want to work in one of these sessions though, I would check it, come to the top, make my decision, and click the blue start button. So key elements here, you've got your navigation up at the top with the menu options below each of these buttons. And then when you get into one of those pages, you're either going to start by creating something and clicking the blue start button. Otherwise, if you want to access something that's already been created, whether it's a student, a class, a session, you're going to go into the search, then come down to the bottom, highlight what you want to work on, and then come back to the top. So it doesn't make sense necessarily. It's not totally intuitive, but that is exactly how you will navigate through Pearson Access Next to be most effective and efficient. Good luck.